I want to take a moment to speak gently and honestly from the heart. When I saw the news that Senator Chris Van Hollen had been able to visit Kilmar Abrego Garcia in El Salvador and confirm that he is alive, I was so overwhelmed with so much joy and relief. Even after the heavy messages I received in my earlier sessions this week, I had continued praying for Kilmar, for his family, for his safety, because this was one of those rare times where I truly and deeply hoped that Spirit had shown me something that I misunderstood. Once that joy settled, I'll be honest with you guys, that panic crept in. I started worrying that I had let you down or that I had introduced fear into your soul. That maybe you'd feel like you couldn't trust me or the guidance that Spirit shares through me. So I turned to my spirit guides just like I always do when I need truth and clarity. I used this alphabet answer sheet to ask them directly what happened. The session ended up lasting almost 2 hours because of how much they shared, and that's the only reason why I'm up this late. And now, with full transparency and a humble heart, I want to share that conversation with you, exactly how it came through. It is now Friday, April 18th. It's 12:28 a.m. This is the conversation that I had. The first question that I asked was, is Kilmar Abrego Garcia currently alive? They said yes. All of their answers are in blue. The next question was, did you tell me that he had died? Their answer was yes. I asked, why did you tell me that he had died when in fact he was still alive? And they said, you helped him just like you were supposed to. Then I asked them, how did I help Kilmar Abrego Garcia? And that's when my grandma, who I was talking to, told me that my higher self was here. And I just want to share that I make sure to only invite the people that I'm wanting to connect with. So they know that I don't want anybody just jumping in. That's why they announced my higher self. So then I asked my higher self why she was here. And she said, to tell you how you helped. I asked her to tell me how I helped, and she said, you woke up the viewers who were watching who needed to wake up and open their eyes to what's going to happen if they don't make their voices heard. That kind of took me aback because, I'll be honest, I felt a little bit used and lied to. So I have a very close relationship with my guides, my whole spirit team. And this is how I normally communicate with them. I keep it real. I keep it honest. This is just, how our connection, how our relationship is. So I asked my higher self, did you guys use me? And she told me, you are a major part of waking up your viewers. And then I was honest and I said, I feel lied to. And she responded, you were given what was unfolding at the moment. I was honestly just overwhelmed and I was crying and I was sad. So I didn't really have a lot of questions to ask, but I trust them, so I know that they were not using me and that they were not lying to me. Spirit doesn't lie. If we get things wrong, then it's our interpretation. But I get what they were trying to do, so I don't hold any grudges, and I hope you don't either. But anyway, the last couple questions that I asked were, are there any other messages you want to give me? And she said, your work is supernaturally and divinely protected. You are not being lied to. Then I asked if there was anything else that she wanted to tell me. And she said, know that you are loved and guided, which I think she was trying to make me smile because that's the message that my spirit guides give me to give to you guys on all of the daily devotionals. She also said, you are helping so many people with their healing. And then I felt peace. Getting those answers really did have peace just kind of wash over me. and I was able to understand that this was all part of a divine plan. I did ask a few other questions, but the ones I shared are the ones that they said I could share. And I respect when they tell me not to share something. Thank you for sitting with me through this message. I know how heavy this has been, not just for me, but for so many of you who have been walking this journey alongside me with open hearts. What Spirit shared with me was based on the energy that was present in that moment. The energy was real, it was unfolding, and it was shown to me not to declare final truth, but to help bring attention, awareness, and healing where it was needed most. My guides told me very clearly, you helped him just like you were supposed to, and that's what I hold in my heart as I share this with you now. I don't speak in absolutes. I never claim to have all the answers, but what I can promise you is this. I will always share the messages my spirit guides give me, only when they confirm it's safe and aligned to do so. I will never sugarcoat, I will never fluff, I will never bend a message to be easier to hear. This space is built on truth, not fear and not fluff. It's built on trust, love, and the sacred responsibility of walking with Spirit. I hope you continue to walk with me on this journey. Thank you for your hearts, thank you for your trust, and thank you for allowing me to speak what Spirit places in my hands. I love you and I appreciate you.